Hey guys, welcome to this video. This is Alvin, and today we're going to be talking about Ocean at the End of the Lane. This is a review video, but it's not going to be spoilers, so for any one of you out there who wants to know what this book is about, the synopsis of it, and wants to know my thoughts on it, this is going to be a video about that. So let's get into it. Alright, so Ocean by the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman, one of the most famous fiction writers out there. I actually, true story, went to the bookstores and I didn't know what I was gonna pick, so I just walked into the bookstore and the shelf, right? And I saw this whole category, whole shelf made out for Neil Gaiman. It's written up there like Neil Gaiman's book, and I saw this book and I just had to pick it up because this cover is seriously cool. I personally haven't read anything like it before. I usually read non-fiction and sometimes fiction, but most fictions I read are realistic fictions like Game of Thrones and whatnot. But this is so different from that. This just takes away from that. Like, it's in a completely different world, a realistic world that blends seamlessly with the creative and the fictional, the fantasy world. And that is what this book is so good at. This book is so good at giving you vivid imagination, like vivid ideas about how this world looks. You know, it's so colorful in the world that it describes. So what is this book about? This book is about a kid who deals with most stuff any kids deal with, right? He's a guy who loves to read books. I think this is probably pulled out from Neil Gaiman's, a lot of his own personal experience in life, but he's a kid who loves to read books, who loves knowledge, who spends his time with books, from one book to the other, to the other, to the other. Like, his life is all about books. And so his father, a typical father who doesn't really get, you know, why his son is so obsessed with books and why is he all about these stuff. Why not go out and play? Why not, you know, go out and play sports and hang out with other people? Why is he so alone? Why is he such a loser? And that is what his father is all about. And the book deals with this father-son relationships a lot, of how his father doesn't get him, doesn't understand who he is or why he's doing what he's doing, and how his father is always trying to control him and trying to push him to do more manly stuff.
I remember I was in my bedroom playing with my dinosaurs. Playing and learning. And my father walks in and says, "What are you doing with those things? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you outside playing like a real boy?"
But you are a real boy.
I know I am!
And that is what this book deals with. And also a dominating maid who came into the house and tried to control him, tried to tell him like what he can do, where he can go, right? Like where he cannot go to, right? Like, you cannot get past this garden, otherwise I'll tell your father about it. And that kind of stuff, and that's the kind of stuff that this books deal with, but in a very creative way, in a very, very fun way, and in a very Neil Gaiman style, I guess. Like, it takes you out of this world to show you that there are monsters, like, it deals with money, right, and people always needing money, and the family in debt, and have to, you know, sell their house and whatnot, right? Like, it deals with a lot of those stuff, but done in a very creative and fun and interesting way. In the end, this book is an easy read if you want to just dip your toe into the ocean of creativity and fantasy. This is exactly the book for you. That was what I was looking for, actually, when I went into the bookstore to find a new book to read. Like, this is exactly what I was looking for. Like, a fun, easy read that you could just get over with. If you're a good reader and a frequent reader, you can probably get over it in one reading. But if not, in 1 week, you should probably be able to finish this book, because there's nothing, no deep underlying story about it. There's no, you know, complicated characters, nothing like that. It's just a fun, great characters, great story. I highly recommend it if you're just looking for an easy, fun book to read while you're maybe just, you know, want to switch off from the tough reality of the world and just want to, like, enjoy things. This is exactly the book for that. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
my love, take me.